Here comes the next topic, dihybrid test cross. As we all know, before we have done the same test cross for monohybrid cross, right? So the Mendel has been proved the same test cross even for the dihybrid cross to cross verify what are all the genes present over there and how it's been followed and how it's been distributed. So according to the definition of the test cross, it is a crossing between the F1 hybrid with the recessive parent, right? It is going to cross with the F1 hybrid with the recessive parent. So here the F1 hybrid parental generation will be RRYY. What you have seen in the last video, we have seen the prune process of the dihybrid cross, right? In that we got the F1 generation as the capital R small y, capital Y small y. And then the recessive parent of the dihybrid cross was small r and small y. That means representing the wrinkled green seeds. Right, so from this we get the gametes. So these are the genotypes. From this we are going to take out the gametes. So we are taken the two different characters, right? So we are going to get two different characters gametes over here. We are going to get four gametes R into capital. This is different character. R and R is different character. Y and Y is different character. Such that R is going to mix up with the Y. That means two characters are going to get mingled and going to form the different gametes, such that these two gametes from these four different gametes we are going to get from this genotype we are going to get four different gametes. Then here we are taken the example of the homozygous gametes, such that we are going to get only single gamete. So by this single gamete we are going to crossing over with all these four gametes. That is what the result we got here. So all the four gametes are being taken over here, and all these four gametes are being crossed with this homozygous recessive parental generation. We are going to get the four different plants. All the four plants of what we get in the next generation, it will always be either it may be phenotypic or it may be genotypic. That means morphologically and genotypically or genetically. Morphologically and genetically, both the way the plants will be different from each other. You can observe here. So capital R, small r, here the capital R is dominating character, capital Y dominating character. Henceforth we can tell it as the plant is going to be round yellow plant. Here comes again, here it is a dominant character, here comes a recessive character, such that we can say that dominant character is round. Of course it is present. Here the both are small y, so it is regarded as green seeds, such that round green seeds are present over here. Next is about small r, capital Y, small y. So small r is represented with the wrinkle seeds. Then here we have got the crossing overs. Then after getting the crossing overs, we can take up with the genotypic ratio and the phenotypic ratio. Here Mendel has been proved the gametes, the different gametes have been found. Here only we can observe that all the four plants are different both in phenotypic way and genotypic way, such that the ratio of both phenotypic and genotypic will be getting four different plants, 1:2, 1:2, 1:1. That means one round yellow plant, other one was round green plant, other one is wrinkled yellow plant, other one is round green plant. That is what 1:2, 1:1, the result of the phenotypic ratio. Then the genotypic ratio also is getting the same. That is what by the means that what we got the result, or Mendel has been got the result 1:2, 1:1 as same as the genotypic ratio and phenotypic ratio, such that he says that by this dihybrid test cross he has been proved that the genes of different plants when he is going to cross with the two different characters of the two different plants, it is going to be successfully carried from one generation to other generation, and from wherever it may be a single character may be suppressed in one generation, it may be expressed in other generation. That's how he has been proved the dihybrid cross. So after this dihybrid cross, the next topic of the chapter will be, after the dihybrid cross, the next topic of the chapter will be incomplete dominance. That means the Mendelian laws. That means Mendelian laws, monohybrid cross. From the monohybrid cross we have seen with the law of segregation and law of segregation and law of dominance. That means first law of first law of Mendelian principle and second law of Mendelian principle, or first law of inheritance and second law of inheritance. After that, we have seen the dihybrid cross over there, and we have seen the test cross for both monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. So these are all the experiments being done by Mendelians or Mendel. After this, we can see many deviations in the nature. That means not only these genes whatever present in the parental care generation will be same thing followed in the next generation. Might be some deviations. Deviations means just going cross. That means forming the other type of character. That means both characters might be that means parental character male and female, both the character can be carried over, or it might be changed from it might be having lot of difference from the parental characters. So likewise many deviations can be seen. So from the next topic we'll go on seeing the incomplete dominance and codominance.